What?
Hey everybody, this is Tom Painter, and thank you again for watching, and thank you for being part of our world, and thanks for making such a difference out there. I want to talk to you about your action plan. I want to talk to you about your action plan. We have designed an action plan and a checklist for you to be able to incorporate the education you get. So first thing is you learn information. We're going to teach you the simplicity of the 7 steps on the back of an envelope. Number two is to do it. Do something, even if it's okay. Do something, even if it's wrong, if you learn from it. And a lot of you are going, well, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure where to go next and stuff like that. So what I want to do is I want to show you the action plan that we've created for you that you can use that will keep track of where you are and what you've got to do. Now, I'll tell you a quick story. A handful of years ago, I got a chance to go fly with this elderly gentleman in his airplane. And he'd been flying for 40, 50 years. But guess what he did? He pulled out the checklist and he literally went through the checklist of everything before we started to fly. Now, he's been flying for 50 years, 40, 50 years. Did he really need to look at the checklist? No, but why did he? Because everything was on there and he wanted to make sure everything was in order before he started to fly. So I want to show you the 7-step checklist. You can get this by simply going to the successmoneyfoundation.org and get to it that way. But I want to show it to you here. So again, you can come to here to successmoneyfoundation.org. And then when you come here, you can come to the courses section, come to courses, the free books and downloads. So we want to go to the free books and downloads, number 11. You click on it, and it's this very top one right here, my action plan and checklist. My action plan and checklist. Now, if you send me an email at successandmoneyfoundation@gmail.com, successandmoneyfoundation@gmail.com, then we'll build one of the latest version of it because we're always making updates to it and things like that. But you can download it here. Once you click on it, then you'll make a copy of it. So you hit download the spreadsheet, and then you'll come in here and you'll make a copy of it. See right there? You'll pull down underneath file and then make a copy of it, and then change the name of it, and then it'll be accessible to you that you can personalize it yourself. Now, the other great thing is that there's a shortcut here, those 3 lines right there, that will show you all the different spreadsheets that you have access to. So if you simply click on it, you can see that you can go through all these different spreadsheets and checklists and things like that to be able to go fast back and forth. You can always go down here along the bottom, and find them that way as well. Click on the right or left arrow to find all of them. The good news is we got some great stuff in here, a lot of stuff. The bad news is we got a lot of stuff on here. But the way that it works is that there's some simplicity of things we want you to have access to. You have the books. And so when you come here to downloads, we're going to go back to courses, the free books. And this goes step hand in hand with the 7 steps to wealth. So the 7 steps to wealth, there's 5 to financial freedom and 7 steps to wealth. So many of you should simply go here, the free books, click on the download, and you can see that here is the book. Here's the educational part of it. Make this a little bigger for you. But here's the educational part of it. Here's the book. So you can get these on Amazon for our cost. You can order them in bulk if you have a whole big group that you want to do stuff with. Just reach out to us and let us know that you want to do that because we can even save you a little bit more money off of them. But here is the book, and I'm just going to take you to the table of contents to show you because there's a lot of stuff in here. But the 7 steps. There's 5 steps to financial freedom right here. There's 5 steps to financial freedom. 5 steps to financial freedom and 7 steps to wealth. And the key to doing this is to get an idea of what to do. And then number 2 is to actually go do it. Okay. So step number 1, you need to learn how to make more money. And there's all kinds of ways that you can do that. We need to teach you how to do that with your job, how to be able to do it with your job, how to make more money with your small business, and taxes. You guys are spending a lot of money in taxes. Number 2 is to separate your money. And we're going to teach you how to separate it and how to manage your money on one piece of paper. We're going to teach you the simplicity of a cash flow statement. and an income statement, a net worth statement. You probably heard all these, but you never really know what they are. And guess what? They're only 1 page long. We made it so simple that you can explain this on the back of an envelope. Step number 3 is to be able to give to individuals, churches, and charity. That's step number 3. Number 4 is probably the most important one, is the automatically investing. To automatically invest. To invest, and the more you can automate your world so money goes where you want it to go, then the better you are. Me managing, millions and millions and millions of dollars of real estate and rentals and all that stuff. I automate everything I can possibly automate. Never late. Everything gets paid when it's supposed to get paid. So step number 4 is the investment, and there's all kinds of wonderful things in there that will teach you that part. Now, in the book here, we've got step number 5, which is to save and spend. And again, we don't care where you spend your money, but what we want to do is we want to make sure that you automatically invest. You've got to invest in yourself first. As you make money, you're paying everybody stuff, but you've got to invest in yourself first. This is the most important, critical part. Number 5 is the save and spend. We're going to teach you how to manage your money on one piece of paper, and how to save money by using cash versus a credit card. You just naturally save money if you do that. And all these different ways that you can save money on your homes and everything else. I'll go through that in just a second. Step number 6, multiple streams of income. This is kind of a nod to my good friend Robert Allen, who's the author of Multiple Streams of Income. I learned a ton from him as one of my mentors, as well as my father and many, many others. Multiple streams of income. How do you create extra streams of income? And then, of course, number 7 is the wealth formula. So as we teach you these 7 steps, we want to go back here and just give you an idea of what else is in here. So remember, there's 5 steps to financial freedom. Some of you are going to go, I just want to do the first 5. And some of you, you can be financially free, but if you want to be wealthy, there's 2 more steps you need to do. So step number 1, we're going to teach you how to make more money at your job and how to make more money with your small business. All of you need a small business. Biggest reasons for taxes. You can save a lot of money on your taxes. Number 2 is to separate it. We want you to be able to understand how to manage your money on one piece of paper. And then your cash flow coming in, your income statement and net worth statement. These are wonderful things to know so you can keep track of where you're at. Giving, big part of what we do. Automatically investing, we're going to teach you the simplicity of investing. So as you learn about what investment accounts that you use, loan versus own, compounding, does money grow on trees? What goes up in value? What goes down in value? There's things that you should be buying and things you should be staying away from. How long does it take for stuff to double in cost or double in value? And then basically, how much would you have if you took $1 a day and had it grow at 0% or 3% or 10% or 21%? You're going to freak out when you see those numbers. We're going to teach you the simplicity of investing in the stock market. We're just going to teach you the simple way. Everybody's made it so complicated. We're going to teach you the simple way. Now, number 5 is to save and spend. With the save and spend, one of our goals is to be able to get control of that. That's why we're going to use the manage your money on one piece of paper. We're going to help you get out of debt. Now, there's good debt, there's smart debt, and there's stupid debt. And I'm going to teach you the difference in those and how to get out of personal debt and get out of the stupid debt and get into some smart debt. That's how I made my fortune, is with smart debt. We're going to teach you how to save money by using cash versus a credit card. You just spend money less on it. You're going to save a lot of money on which credit cards you do use. And again, when you go through this action plan, what's amazing is that you're going to find where it's broken and you're going to know how to fix it. You're going to know how to fix it. And I've been doing this too long. I know that we can make it better for anybody that's in there. Okay, there's different ways that you can pay your house off in half the time. You guys are spending a fortune on things that you shouldn't be spending money on. On your cars, your insurances. There's 3 ways to save 20 to 30% on your home if you simply do these things. And then you can save hundreds of thousands of dollars doing that. And that could be your home, that could be your investment real estate. All of you are going to have to do this if you want to be wealthy. Step number 6, multiple streams of income. multiple streams of income. We want to have multiple streams of income, multiple sources of money. We want to turn our small business into a large business. And there's 3 ways to do that. And there's 25 ways to make more money with that business. We're going to teach you about making money on the internet, MLM, real estate, the 5 F's of real estate, good debt, bad debt, how to fix and flip properties, how to buy real estate with little or nothing down, some techniques we use to buy, basically how I made $10 million in real estate. I'm going to show you how I did it. The nothing down techniques, I did a ton of properties with nothing down. And doesn't mean the seller didn't get any money, just it means it wasn't specifically your money. We're going to teach you about how to make more money with real estate, and then of course the wealth formula. So this is the how-to. What we want you to be able to do is add the next piece, which is the action plan. So the action plan takes the education that you've got and now gives you something legitimate that you can work on to keep track of where you're at and how you're going to get there. So again, you can go to the website, go to the downloads, courses, then downloads, and get your My Action Plan. And a big shout out to Ethan, who helped me build all this stuff. Come click on the sheets right here, and this will take you through all of them, but it all follows the 7 steps. It all follows the 7 steps. So I'm just going to take you through a couple of them real quick so you get a big picture idea. And then if we have time, we'll go into more detail on it. But really, after you get all this information, now we want to simplify it. We want to simplify what's in your plan. Here's what's in your plan. On your bucket list, this is how you're going to make more money with your job, how you're going to make more money with your the 7 steps. So the very first one is basically your shortcuts, your plan that you're going to put in here. You're going to be updating this. You can print this and write it all out, or you can just go online and just add it to it. The next big one is bucket list. Bucket list first, then the 7 steps to wealth. Bucket list first, then the 7 steps to wealth. And your time is limited. You have 2 dates on your tombstone: the day you were born and the day you died. And did you get anything done while you were here on earth? So the bucket list, what are the things you want to see? What are the places you want to go? The experiences that you want to have? What are the experiences that you want to have? The toys that you want, fun things you do with your family. How much would you like to be worth? Things you'd like, people and organizations you'd like to give money to. Who would you like to help? That's all part of the bucket list. The next one is the 7-step checklist. Now, the 7-step checklist goes into great detail, and this is a suggestion list. A lot of you are saying, hey, I don't know what to do. Well, it's right here. This is your checklist. This is how you fly the plane. And it's really kind of a suggestion list. And as you go through here, you can just go mark it up. Got that one done. I got this one done. Got that one done. And this, you're sitting around going, what do I got to do now? Well, just go through the list. And you're going to check each of these off. And you can also go to the website here when you come to the website and come down here by your name. And you're going to come down here to the My 7 Steps Wealth Summary. This wealth summary is just the 7 steps. Hey, here's the 7 steps I'm doing. Here's the 7 steps I'm doing. And when you click on it, it'll say it's complete. So of the 7 steps, how many am I actually doing? And what's so fun about that is you can come back here to the leaderboard and you can look at everybody else. And you can see where you fit with everybody else. So you can see here's a bunch of us that have got the 7 steps done. Some of you, as we scroll down, some of you are at step 6, some of you are at step 5. Some of you are still step 3, 2, 1. I don't care where you're at. All I care about is that you're doing it and you're in the game and playing the game, that you're in it. Okay. And so that's a fun one. Also, you can come down here to the My 7 Steps detailed checklist. So if you want to put it here, you can as well, because all of those things are on here as well. This is the detail, and you get to mark it when it's complete. And it has a leaderboard too, so you can go compete with everybody else to see how you're doing. So for example, I've got a guy that's got 92 of them done. James down here's got 11, I got 7, and we want you to update this. So one of the things we want you to do in your class after the class is literally go log in, come down here to your name, go down to number 10 and 11, and go update that. but you have your own personal one as well that's here on your own personal one. So you can do it online or you can just do it here as well. Now, the next one is the net worth. So the net worth is basically, what are your assets? What do you have that is valuable? I've got a home, I've got a car, I've got computers, I've got a retirement account. What do you have that has value? Then you come down here and you say, okay, what are the loans against those things? Well, I might have a mortgage on my house. Here's the loan amount, the interest rate, and the monthly on it. And this is going to give you a plan of where all your money is and where it's going. Okay, so that will give you your liabilities. And then, of course, your net worth is anything you own versus what you owe. That is the value, and you can fill that in. Now, going hand in hand with that is the before and after. So, to make this fun, you can come in here and you can put whatever date you want on it whenever you're starting. And this will tell you, well, these were my assets that I had here in August. Here's where they are in September. Here are the loans I have. Here's the stuff I was able to pay off. And my net worth, did it go up or down? Now, the next one is step number 2. It's just to separate your money. And to separate your money is where it all fits on one piece of paper. So if you see this one, and I'm going to show you what it looks like as I zoom out. So that all fits on one piece of paper that you can print. But I'm going to zoom in so you can see how it all works. So what people are doing is that they've got to figure out how their money in and money out. And so the way that this works is that here's your income. There's my income, my spouse's income, additional income. That's money that comes in. Here's money going out. Here is your investment. Step number 4, you automatically invest. My investment account, retirement account, kids accounts, whatever you got. Your step number 5 is your save and spend. Now, there's 2 things on save and spend. Save and spend are the fixed stuff, my mortgage, my utility bills, my phone bill, whatever it is that you know is every month. And then there is the variable expenses. So this is how you're going to build a budget. And simply as you come in here, as you put stuff in there, it will actually show you the money in, the money out. And there's the one right at the very top. So your goal is to get that in balance. Okay. Now, sorry, I'm going so fast but we've got lots of wonderful stuff I want to make sure that we get into, but this is how you manage your money on one piece of paper. Now, the other one with it is very similar to that. It just has one more section to it, which is your variable expenses. Now, there's a whole class on this, but it's very similar. The only difference is it takes your variable expenses and it puts it over here into these fun little trackers so you can work on your thermometer. This new one right here, this extra one, is what does it cost? This is probably one of the biggest things that we've created here. This is scoreboard. This is scoreboard. Now, let's say that you've got something you're spending money on. It could be smoking, Starbucks. It could be interest on your credit card. It could be cable bill. I don't care where the money's going. I just know that it's going. So I'm just going to use Starbucks, for example. And I'm just saying you spend, $6 every day you go to Starbucks, and you do that every day you go to work. So you're spending about $120 a month. $6 a day. I go there every day. That's $1,400 a year. Now, if we take this out long term and say, you know what, and I've been doing that for 30 years. Well, that's $43,000. But the most important thing is it's not the 43,000 that I'm interested in. It's the what else could I have done with the money? So instead of spending it and dropping it down the toilet, this 43,000, if I was able to get a 6% rate of return, which you can, you just put it into your investment account and you put it into bonds. You're loaning money to the government and they'll pay you 5-6%. Instead of putting it down the toilet, if I would have taken that money and put it into step 4, it'd be worth $120,000 to me. And if I would have put it in long-term stock, it'd be worth $260,000. Your Starbucks habit is costing you $250,000. $250,000. Some of you guys are paying stupid money into interest. Let's say that we're going to figure this out here for interest, and you're paying now $200. Let's see what that would look like here. So basically, all I want is what does it cost per month? You know, I'm going to put 200 here and I'm going to put the 100 right, or one right there. So really what it is, I'm spending 200. I'm spending $200 a month in interest. And it's costing me $2,400 a year. This is something we found with some of our students here. You know what? And I'm carrying a balance on my stupid credit cards. Well, over a 30-year period, that's $72,000. And if you would have taken that money and invested it, it'd be $200,000. Or if I would have put it in long-term stock, it'd be worth $648,000. So what does all that interest cost me? What does that cost me? Now, the next one that goes right next to it is the debt detail. Now, the debt detail, this is how you get out of debt. This is the system we use to get out of debt. And you simply put all your debts in here with the smallest amount first, then the next biggest, the next biggest, the next biggest, and the next biggest balance. And then you're going to put the rate, the monthly payment, and if you put all that stuff in correctly, it will calculate the stuff in the blue. Then what we do is we take that extra money, we put it into the new payment. So if this was $100 a month we were paying, we're now going to pay $150. It's going to show you how much you're going to save over time. And it's ridiculous when you start doing that. So we're going to pay the first one off and then take that extra money. We're going to attack the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, then the sixth one. So that's the debt. This is the debt what if that's just, hey, I've got a creditor and it's at 8%. And if I could get that down to 7%, I'm going to save a lot of money. There's a mortgage calculator here to figure out your mortgage. Your business net worth. You got to have a small business. This is your income, your expenses, your net worth. Then there's the 25 ways that you can make more money with your small business. And you can click on it to get to the course. But as you're doing these things, hey, I'm doing this one, I'm doing this one. And this is how you make your business bigger, is by going through those three things right there. Real estate, you need to look at some real estate. That's where most of the wealth in the world is made, is with real estate. And this is a comparable. So you can have an address, number of beds, number of baths, the square feet, the square meters, the purchase price, and it'll tell you what the cost per foot or meters is. And you can start comparing properties. What does it cost to fix up? Other costs, get you a new basis, and what can you sell it for? So this will help you to understand and start finding real estate. Here's the Find It, Fund It, Farm It system that I created, that I learned off my good friend Nick Kuhn on Fund It, Fund It, Farm It. He owned 1,100 houses. And then we have some other pieces with it as well. So this works hand in hand with the book, hand in hand with the course. Oh, and my gosh, look at that. We're even going to pay you to go through the online course. So when you come back here to Success and Money and you go to courses, let's go to start. So when you go through the quick start class, I'm going to pay you to go to the class, and this will take you through the 7 steps in great detail. So I'll teach it to you. You can read it, and then you want to implement. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you, and then you go do it. And then, of course, after you get through that, then you go through the next section, which is the $100 one, which goes into even more and more pieces. But the first one right here, the Earn the $10 one right here, there's the 7 steps book right there that you're going to go through. There's a class that you can take, and it goes into even more and more depth on each of those. Okay. So that's the system that I wanted to talk to you about. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you, and then you go do it. That's the system. That's how you do it. If you want to change your world, you start working on those 7 steps. 5 of them will help you get financially independent, and the other 2 is going to make you wealthy. Now, people are saying, well, how did you get this foundation? Well, my dad taught this to me. I've been doing this for 50 years. When I was a kid, I was helping my dad scrape the old paint off the house that was next door that he had bought, because we were going to paint it. It was hot, wasn't having any fun. Dad, can I get paid? And he goes, no, son, get back to work. And he could see that wasn't quite the answer. And I had enough gumption to ask him a little bit later, Dad, are you sure I don't get paid for this? And he goes, son, we bought this property so it would make extra money so that we could put you kids through college. Now, as an early teen, I didn't really care about college that much. And he could see that wasn't the answer I was looking for either. And then he said, son, some people make so much money off their real estate, their investments, and their small businesses that they don't have a job. All they do is manage those things. And whoa. My dad is 4 days older than Warren Buffett. I had a mini Warren Buffett that taught me by doing. And I'm teaching you. I'm passing it down. Not only did my dad taught me that, My good friend Robert Allen taught me this stuff. Nick Kuhn taught me this stuff. John Childers taught me this stuff. Wade Cook taught me a ton of stuff. And with that stuff, I made $10 million in real estate. And I'm telling you how I did it because I want you to do the same. Because guess what? Step number 3, we're giving a bunch away. We're already given $3 million away. It's fun to make it and it's fun to give it away. I don't like spending it because that goes against the grain. I don't have any problem giving it away, but I have a hard time spending it. That's your goal. You're playing the game. You're in the game of life. You were put on this earth to play the game. Everybody's in the game. Everybody's in the matrix. You're playing the game. Even if you don't think you're playing the game, you're playing the game. So let's learn how to play it. Let's learn how to play the game, how to win. Simple strategies, simple secrets. We make it so simple you can do it on the back of an envelope. Then we add complexity to it. So make a difference, make it happen. Share this with your family and friends. This is the only way that I know that we can truly make a huge difference in your life, your family's life, and it'll make a huge difference. So share your link, help other people, make a difference, make it happen. Every life is precious. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in our next class.